Back with another 0 Hour episode. Tim Loy with Jeff Hobbs, and today we are going to be speaking with Aaron Terrell. Jeff, and of course, Aaron moves up on the card actually next week for Aries Amped. He'll be facing Josh Booker in a fight that I kind of started long ago as like a sleeper, like really badass fight on this card. Middleweight action. We had the before that we'd announced the title fight on that card for 185 was going to be Corey Farmer, Jacob Adams. Corey Farmer ditches his ghost. He's out. And now we shift that title fight over to this bout, which is just as deserving. Aaron Terrell versus Josh Booker with with that 185 title on the line. The only difference is now we could go 5 rounds potentially. Excited to talk to him tonight and get his take on what will be a tough one with Josh Booker.
Yeah, if anybody out there thinks that just because the title fight changed bouts, that it's any less of a bout is absolutely crazy. This is going to be an awesome fight, and both men are very well deserving. I'm excited to talk to Aaron because we've never had him on the show before. You know, we've talked a lot this week with a lot of repeat fighters. I'm not to say that they're boring interviews by any means, but when you talk to some of the guys that have fought for us for a long time, it gets a little difficult to come up with new questions outside. So I'm excited. First time talking to Aaron Terrell, and I can't wait to get to know this guy.
All right, we're going to take a look at the promo for this event we're talking about, Aries Amped. When we come back on the other side of that promo, we'll have Aaron with us.
All right.
Back with Aaron Terrell now on the 0 Hour. Hey, Aaron, we appreciate you joining us, my man. One short week out, just a little over a week out from weigh-ins, and then it's all going down in Nashville, Tennessee. You're taking on Josh Booker for that Aries middleweight title, the first ever middleweight title we've given out. So we're amped for it, as it were. No pun intended. How are we feeling today, my man?
Man, I'm feeling great. Happy to be here. I was super pumped before I found out it was a title fight, but that just puts a cherry on top. I'm going to handle business regardless, though.
Absolutely. Now, training there with Lance Patrick and the gang at Outlook MMA. If I'm not mistaken, this will be your first bout under that camp. Let's talk about that a little bit, man. What stimulated the camp change, and what's going on with the training over there? Who's been helping you get ready for this one?
Yes, sir. So I would say camp change, but me and Coach Patrick, we go way back. So I mean, this has been going on for a long time. Man, I've been having some great training. All my family at Outlook MMA. I've had like Mark Jihad, who's a great wrestler from NC State. I have my Cumberland University family helping me out. So, I've been getting in those rounds, and I feel very well-rounded. I honestly do not see where he has an advantage.
So, this fight, potentially 5 rounds. You were getting ready for the same opponent under 3 rounds. Does that change anything here? I'm sure most guys are like, we're already training to go more than 3 rounds. Was that just a quick, hey, yeah, no problem. You want to make it 5 rounds, we'll make it 5 rounds. Or is it anything you guys had to kind of think about a little bit?
Honestly, I trained for however long the fight needs to go. I'm ready for it. I honestly do not see the fight going the full distance, but if it does, we can go 10 rounds. Yeah, I feel confident in my cardio, my power. Like I said, anywhere the fight goes, I truly do not know where he has an advantage. I'm going to be honest, unless I just get caught.
So. This is one of those fights where this to me is maybe my favorite fight on the undercard, actually, because both you guys are wrestlers, very, very good wrestlers. Body types are a bit different. You're a bit, thicker, more compact. Josh is a bit taller and rangier, but for the most part, you both like to wrestle. You both like to grind. Both like that ground and pound. How do you, not asking you to give away the game plans or anything, but how do you expect Booker to come out? What do you expect out of him in this fight? He's only had 2 fights. However, both of those fights have been like since your last fight. So in a way, you've got more experience, but he's been more active.
Yes, he has definitely been more active as of recently. I do not think that that's going to give him an advantage in any way. I think that he may assume that it does. He's going to find out real quickly that there's levels to it. Um, I feel like I don't want to say what I think he's going to do, but I do anticipate that he will get desperate after we're in there for like that first minute. He'll feel that pressure. He'll feel the power. He'll get a little desperate. He'll when he dives for desperation, he's going to come into my world. He's going to do something that I've been doing for the past 17 years. So I mean, we can go that route if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
You can watch his videos and know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know what he could have changed between then and now that's going to save him. So
So, of course, we talked a little bit about what's next with the win here. You've already kind of made it known you're looking to go pro here. Is there a bit of a sense of lost time to make up, having not fought now and going on 3 years? Do you feel like you kind of need to get active and stay active now if you're going to make a run?
yes, I definitely feel like I sacrificed a lot of time. I sacrificed a lot of time to education. I love doing that. I love helping the kids. Um, I will say this is my selfish habit, and so now it's time to really grind and make up for lost time. Yes, pro is ideal. I'll definitely have to confirm that with my coach, make sure he's on board with it. But you know, I definitely feel like I'm ready for that next level.
Jeff, I'll tag out with you. What you got for your fellow educator?
Well, he touched on it right there, and that's where I wanted to go, man. This is an amazing card, but it's absolutely a card of educators. I myself work in the school system here in Cheatham County, where I'm at. Zach Hicks, we know, is a teacher, and here you are. First, before I get into any more questions, what is your role in the school?
Yes, sir. So I am a science teacher. This year I'm teaching physical science and ecology, and last year it was physical science, ecology, and chemistry. So
We lost your audio, Jeff. I'm not sure what's happened. I will fill in here while Jeff tries to get his act together here. You're what it sounds like to be the smartest of these three guys, then, at the very least, with all these ologies that you teach. At the very least, I'd say I think you probably hold the title for the smartest of these three fighting educators.
You
So,
good?
yeah, you're back.
All right, I'm back. Yeah,
Hit
one of them came unplugged. Yeah, but I could hear everything he was saying. Absolutely right. I think you may be the most educated of all of us. I am in the lonely transportation and maintenance department at the Board of Education. So, but getting back on that, I know for me myself, this is a big show for us as promoters, and Friday is our first day of school. It's got to be the same for you, Aaron. Right now, this is like the crazy time in education. Everybody's getting back. You're trying to get these kids settled back in. Has the timing of this, kind of, I don't want to say hindered your training, but have you found it pulling any focus away?
you know, um, I do want to go back to address the last statement. So I will say that yes, science is my forte, but I definitely cannot do what y'all do. So I think we all have our niche. You know, I appreciate y'all. I don't feel like it was a hindrance at all. I feel like the staff is super supportive. I feel like they're going to show out for me, especially when I tell when the kids come back into the building, they'll be super excited to hear that I'm fighting. Um,
What day is that for you?
so Monday of next week is the
Monday.
first
All right.
official day. So we had our days with just the staff. Next week's when the students come.
So you got to get the
Um,
word out quick to them. You got to get
right,
the word out
exactly,
quick to them.
exactly. But I also coach wrestling, so even when I can't actively train the way that I want to, I'm always involved in combat, whether it's coaching, whether it's actively training. So I'm always involved.
That is awesome. Well, I don't think Tim's going to have any problem with this. I think if you're getting back in the building on Monday, let's try to do something a little special for your wrestling kids. I know it's not wrestling season; it's football as soon as those doors open, pretty much. But I know you stay in contact with them, and let's see if we can't get some of your wrestlers out. We'll talk to you off the air about maybe something we can do for you, my man.
That'd be great. Highly appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, something they can do for us. Take that cage down. I'm playing. So back to this fight, man. Josh Booker from Agogi. You're with Outlook. Agogi in Nashville have typically had a nice little rivalry that has built over the last couple of years. So I'm excited to see that play out again. There's always a little bit of heat, and I think that we look at this particular matchup. You're a guy that has had people like drop. We had a fight that was scheduled for a different promotion a year or so ago, and that dude he bailed on us last minute. You're kind of a scary looking dude. Nice, obviously a sweetheart, but at the same time, you're muscular. You're a thick dude, and you're not a guy that when they start doing the social media stalking that looks like someone that a whole lot of guys want to get in there with. Is that frustrating? Obviously, it's got to be to put yourself through the camps that you do to prepare. Have a guy no show you is the absolute worst thing that you could do to someone in this game. That to me feels like it's got to have you chomping at the bit, because even though you haven't fought since the 2019, it's not that you haven't been trying to fight.
That's exactly right. And Tim, you were there to witness last summer what happened to me. That was unfortunate. Honestly, I can only control what I can control.
Yeah.
Right. And that's just kind of how I see it. I wouldn't really say I lost out if a fight falls through, because I still got the training in. I still got better. It's when you don't stay active that's the issue. It's when you put on the 40 pounds, which I do at times. I need to get better. But when you put on the 40 pounds, you don't eat the way you should, and you just let yourself go. That's when the issue kicks in. But I mean, it's never really a loss. That's how you have to look at it.
At the very least, you got to figure that's a lot of work you've gotten in the gym in the meantime. A lot of improvements, I'm sure, that you're excited to show, having been out for the past couple of years. Maybe not necessarily what everybody will expect from you. Is there any? I'm not asking you to give them away, but you got any new tricks up your sleeve that you're excited to show out in Nashville next Saturday?
I can definitely say anything that anyone can find on me is very deceiving. Totally different fighter. Like you said, it's been a long time. So the only way to find, I'm sure Josh is a great kid, but poor Josh is going to have to find out the improvements I've made over this time.
One thing that I think is interesting in this fight, I'm not saying that necessarily improves Josh's chances or anything here, but he does have a pretty good prototype in his gym right now to train for you, would you imagine, in Torres Finney?
Yes. Torres Finney, another great guy. I like Torres a lot. I seen him at the last fight card. I still don't think he can really imitate me, though. I don't think, like I said, until he's in there with me, he's not going to know what he's getting himself into.
Sure.
So they can try to imitate me all they want.
Well, man, this has got me stoked, man. And honestly, the other title fight's badass on this one too. We've got a 155 title fight that is equally good. These two amateur title fights have got me really stoked, because obviously the pro card's really good. There's not going to be a lot of downtime on this card. Looking over the rest of the card here, this will be the last one before we let you go. What other fight on the card is the one that you want to make sure that you get to peek out the curtain and see, or if you're already done, be up close and make sure you check out?
Ooh, there's a lot of fights. I will say Kyle Lee. He's a great guy. Can't wait to see his fight. Zach Hicks. Can't wait to see him fight. Worthy's in the main event.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him on the big, on TV. So I would love to see him in person. That'd be awesome. Really every fight on the card. I mean, this card is fantastic.
Well, luckily you've got an intermission after the amateurs, and you can get out there, get changed out, and get out there and check out these pro fights. Man, before we let you go, I want to let you get some shout outs where they're due. Any friends, family, training partners, sponsors you want to give some love to, let them have it.
Absolutely. There's too many training partners for me to mention. I don't want to forget a name, but you know who you are. Thank you so much for the support. I will not let you down. I'm gonna make y'all proud.
All right. Let everybody know where they can find your social media as well.
Sure thing. So if you search Aaron Terrell on Facebook, that's how you can find me. And then I believe my Instagram is Cliff AATER 95.
One of the top MMA prospects in the region in the middleweight division, Aaron Terrell, going for that inaugural Aries 185 title next Saturday night. Aries Amped, Fairgrounds Nashville Arena. Get your tickets at fighterticksforthenext.com. Make sure you select Aaron from the menu so he gets that commission. And then make sure, if you can't be there, you watch it on spectationsports.com. can't bet on this one, unfortunately. But if you want to bet on the pros, you can do that at action247.com. Hey, man, we appreciate the time, Aaron. Stoked for this one next week.
Yes,
I appreciate
sir.
y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron.